Well, shit. What do we have here
Ah,
today? A Japanese game again.
yes. So today, by popular demand and by request,
Oh,
we're looking at Ichiriki Ryo versus Murakawa Daisuke, a game which happened, I guess, a couple days ago. A game that happened earlier this week.
oh, okay.
This was in what they call the S League of the Honinbo. What that really
Damn.
means is that this is the preliminary league to go to challenge for the Honinbo next time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so it's very, very long format games. Obviously, the Honinbo itself, the title match is like super, super, super long.
Yeah.
Um, and last I checked, they were through 3 rounds. I think this is the third round, um, or one of the third round games.
Mm-hmm.
And Murakawa is 2-1. He's one of the guys in 2-1, and Ichiriki was 3-0.
Oh, okay.
So, therefore, I inferred that Ichiriki wins this game. He won it by resignation. I
No.
don't know how.
Okay.
I've actually never seen. Well, I guess I very briefly glanced at like the tab or the thing that shows the final position of this game. But other than that, I don't even know what opening moves he played.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Nice.
so here we go, Ben. Here we go.
All right.
Can we do some background on the players? Just minor background.
Okay, so I don't know much about either of them, but I have heard of Murakawa Daisuke. I know he only recently got 9P.
Yeah.
Like last year or something.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, Murakawa is. I think he's still relatively young, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a pretty young player. Ichiriki, of course, is quite young. He's in his 20s. I think like 24 or something. Something like that.
Mm.
Ichiriki is famous for working at a newspaper and being top 10 in the world.
Okay. That, oh.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. I also, if you're top 10 in the world, why the hell are you working for a newspaper? But whatever. And yeah, Murakawa Daisuke. I guess what made him famous to me is that the last game that Ryan Lee played in an international tournament was against Murakawa, and
Oh.
Murakawa beat him up, and apparently
Ooh.
Ryan Lee was super tilted after the game. Ryan Lee was like, I can't believe I lost in such a terrible way. Oh my god, I'm so bad. All these stuff.
Oh shit. So I actually the first time I heard of him was I was watching a documentary on Fujisawa Shuko, like and he was like famous for like teaching. He had like study groups, and he was like really young and went to them, and he was like in this
Yeah.
documentary. I remember seeing his name there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's I don't really.
So for style, I guess Ichiriki is pretty sharp and pretty thick. I don't know. He tends to do things at least how I would consider the right way. So
Okay.
I don't know what that really means. And for Murakawa, I don't really know what his style is, but to compare their Go ratings, Ichiriki is like 3,600 and Murakawa is like 3,300. So Ichiriki should be stronger. He does win this game. Let's see how he does it. Oh, by the way, speaking of Go ratings, congratulations to Guja Hao for surpassing Park Chung-won to become number 3 in the world.
Let's go.
Let's put that out there. The Crab King is up there.
He's rising.
He's broken the top 3. Incredible technology. Anyway, it's only by 1 point, so he's probably going to drop down for fun. Okay. So Ichiriki is white, Murakawa is black.
Nice.
So far, I don't think you have any complaints.
Nope.
Maybe this is slightly awkward. It doesn't like it. This is totally a reasonable move, right? I mean, sometimes you get pincer.
I played this against Blackie, and he said R14 and S15 are the only moves
Mm-hmm.
Or not the only moves, but the moves
Sure.
that play
So
in this
here it
position,
is.
apparently. Pincer.
Pincer.
Oh.
Okay. Do you come over here, or do you do something with the beast stone immediately, or do you go somewhere else?
Oh yeah, I Tanuki the Beaststone for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I think I would also be inclined to Tanuki, but there is sometimes a problem when black gets to play here as well. Like this can be pretty awkward to figure out how to use your Aji. That said, I don't think that that Ichiriki is Ryo. Ichiriki Ryo is worried. How do I use my Aji? Oh no! I think this is the kind of thing to do.
True.
So, okay,
Oh,
he just slides
wow.
rather than attaching. They can do it apparently. I thought this was illegal.
Recently banned move.
Yes.
I wonder why you decided that one.
Compared to attach, so if you attach, we're gonna go into this variation, and this sort of thing is most common. Maybe this is common as well. I don't know, something like this. You get a strong position over here. It tends to work pretty well if you can build or use your strength for something over here. You probably thought that wasn't going to happen. Or at least maybe AI thought that that's not going to happen. Honestly, they're probably still an AI Fuseki prep when he plays this slide.
Sure.
The typical way to punish this slide is to do some pincer. If pincer happens, and then we can deal with this stone later, maybe it's not actually going to be such a big deal, this whole bottom side idea. Also, you can attach. Apparently, neither of these are the move. In that case, black doesn't locally punish the slide. Basically, what it would... the reason why we don't slide anymore is that AI considers it locally punished. If you can pincer, and then treat these two stones relatively lightly, and be fast around the opening, then you can consider this a move to have been slow. But okay, apparently Murakawa Daisuke shoots them very fast and plays here. That's sensible, of course. 3-3 in the opening can never be so bad.
That sounds about right.
Here. Normal. It doesn't matter what they do. Fine, slide, whatever.
Okay, now Sente.
Do you go for A? Or... I don't know, some other random place.
A is super tempting, but definitely Tanuki lower corner, I think. Or maybe even the upper side, but probably B. I like B.
It really isn't unreasonable to do something... I guess maybe not around C, but maybe around C. Because if you play A, of course black is going to play somewhere over there. And then, of course, you're going to get in, a little bit of hot water with your supposed wall. It always happens. It's the whole point of 3-3ing. I think A is probably not as good as it looks here. Most amateurs just like to follow up whenever they see the other guy doing 3-3. They're like, alright, I take it. That means I'm the one who's strong, you're the one who's weak. I get territory. No way this is going to be bad for me, right? But... he goes for the shoulder hit. That's a nice idea. Very interesting.
What's the idea? I don't really get it.
He doesn't care about black's weakness, right? Obviously, when you do this sort of thing, you're not attacking black. But he does care about black potentially becoming overconcentrated. And he wants he wants the influence for this whole thing without giving black like the one obvious next good move. Yeah. Sure. It's actually still difficult for black to play.
Yeah.
Also, Battle Porridge called it in the chat, so maybe you should ask him.
Oh. Oh shit, Battle Porridge. Oh my god. I don't believe it.
Incredible gaming. Okay. Here, I take it probably that we don't want to place something like C in this position or even like a high. This sort of pincer, sometimes this happens. But this happens when you aren't scared of this one because you're strong. Okay, here we aren't strong. So we don't do this. This would be stupid.
I don't know. I don't really want to play A or B. It's kind of annoying. Either way.
Mm.
Maybe B. Maybe B. I accept.
So B, he jumps, then what? What's your plan?
Wedge was the plan? Am I bad?
Okay.
Am I dumb?
So wedge. So I think I think that's a plan for sure.
I just want to settle my group. That's all.
But I think that's kind of White's plan as well, because here, you still have no clear move because this A group, excuse me, now has A, B, Mii still,
True.
and neither of these are useful for Black to take, right? So White basically managed to press you down and didn't lose anything with this. I think this is going to be fine for White.
So A.
Makes more sense to me. We need to gather strength in this area to use this thing's weakness.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh.
Okay, jump
Just
is normal.
Yeah.
Has to be the move. But still, actually, it's not so easy to find the one next move here for Black either.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can play this move now. You could even try to do the clamp first, something like that. And if you want to get a little more interesting, you can think about doing and going directly to an attack on the two stuns. Point of that would be that you don't believe. You can play D first. If you just have to play here and then you wedge connect, he can have lots of cuts.
True.
So I don't think he does that. But here, oops, not this one. This one I think probably just this is okay, something like that. Or maybe no, just maybe sorry, it would be like this. This is what White would do, and then this would be good. So what Black should do is wedge first to force White to spend one extra move at 3 if they want to do that. Or else this is going to be good for Black. Anyway, that's I think a possible idea, but in general, okay, you don't want to play at D because White will just play to live, and then you play Landame. Between A and B, I guess you can even come to the 3-3 right now if it looks dumb to me, but I don't know, what would you play on the top side?
Are we not allowed to wedge? I guess...
Oh, you can wedge, I guess. But
it's kind of questionable what exactly we get.
This is it's sort of like spending a move at A.
Yeah.
Except instead we give them even more strength.
True. That's so true. Man. I guess, yeah, A? I usually like playing B, but I always get shit on for playing it. Because White gets, kind of stronger, but I like B. Yeah, I like B.
I think B is pretty okay in this position, but apparently he doesn't play it. Does he just play A? He doesn't do any of my things. That's so rude. Come on, Murakawa, be kind.
Oh, shoulder.
He does this one. I thought of it, but I thought it was too dumb to put on the board. I thought it was like D, except you leave yourself a weakness.
Wait, yeah.
So why am I wrong? It's not only not too dumb, but also Murakawa Daisuke puts it on the board. Honestly, I don't know. Is this where Ichiriki takes the lead? Already? Move 19?
No way, it can't be that bad. Probably. I don't know. It's a little confusing for me. It looks like Black's trying to lean on the right group for why?
It would be nice to play a move on the top side without worrying about it being connected, right?
True.
To play a pincer. You can only do that if these stones are going to actually be able to be called weak. In order to do that, you need to have the strength here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Prince Linus says, this move is not as bad as I thought.
Oh.
I don't know if you're looking at AI when you say that, but if this move is not as bad, the point would be that you can immediately do something on the top side, and this one really, really helps you out a lot in the fight. Like you really want to have played one if this kind of fight happens, right? So that you can pressure this group, so that your group is coming out. All these things are very nice. So that's how you can make it a high value place to go there. But here is asking for even a little more while he plays in the middle. It is true that these stones right now are strong, and so it feels a little embarrassing to only play the dog space. This, like, asking for more, I guess, is sort of by shape. It's supposed to be able to be supported. It's not like Ichiriki should be able to, like, push cut. This is dumb.
Yeah. Surely you answer once.
Do you think
right?
he just responds?
Yeah.
So he didn't play A or B? C is the only other move in my dictionary here.
I was thinking C. That was like what I was expecting.
Okay.
Oh.
And so Black, of course, needs to just stay ahead in the pushing battle.
Yeah.
Is the point that now White has made it so that they're stronger here, so they're more comfortable to come for a cut? I think a cut was still way too early.
I was thinking that it makes the turn at R12 or like descending less Sente.
Okay.
Or like less good. Like
I mean,
if we
so
just go
it has less of an effect on your shape, basically.
Yeah.
Is what you're telling me. But I still can't jump it at R11, I think. It makes me uncomfortable. I guess I'll show why. You can't go here, because this exchange first is so painful. And it's going to be this kind of cut. Everything hurts, right? I mean, it's just so painful. I guess I'll show for laughs. Even if White found time to make that Atari, it would still be a ladder here. Okay. So White can't jump. I don't know. I kind of want to go to the 3-3. Are you going to go to the 3-3 here?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, slide? Push again? Oh, now EQ14.
There's no way you push again.
No EQ14.
What?
Oh, damn it.
It's too early to cut. I told you. These groups are strong. Too early to pop off. You have to wait a little bit. You can only pop off later.
He doesn't slide either.
He pushes.
He does.
To jump? He does it to make the jump work.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That can make sense.
It's still surprising. Okay. Cool. So now it's kind of Black's turn to do something. Go to the upper side. Oh. I want to K16. Am I throwing? So I can try
K16 is reasonable. I want to play closer this way.
Oh, true.
But K16 is their move.
No shit. Why?
Nicely done.
I'm actually surprised.
What? Because you saw my move, you're like, oh yeah, that's funny. But yours is good. It's good. This one puts more pressure on these two stunts. Yeah, it's a little bit more reasonable to what you can actually handle for this fight. Since we still have a weakness over here, it would probably be a little unwise to go all the way, put maximum pressure on the 3 stones over there, and just totally forget that if this ever becomes strong, you actually could get cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is reasonable. Now, you're Ichiriki Ryo. You're supposed to be tearing it up in Japan. This guy says, I pincer you. I've set up this kind of loose, thin shape. I'm pretending it's a wall, and I'm attacking you. How are you going to prove him wrong? How are you going to beat him up?
What's the theory here? Do we say I don't know. I feel like okay, I have a weak group, my 2 stones, right? I'm thinking I have a weak group, so I want to take care of them. Like I just cap you at K14 or something. Somehow just take care of my group and call it a day.
Yeah, some kind of soft move seems to make some good sense here.
But also, I want to say fuck that and like play H17.
Right.
I don't know why though.
No, it's very reasonable. You say the 3 stones are what I care about.
Yeah.
You go for these 2 stones. They're supposed to be light, even if you capture them. It's no big deal. But so I've been saying this cut. Oh my goodness. He starts like this. I've been saying this cut is no big deal. Yeah. Something like this. Apparently, there's a different move at some point in the sequence. What I was going to say before Ichiriki made this one exchange is that this. Okay, right now it's no big deal because what the heck are these 2 stones? They're so weak.
Yeah.
Compared to this black group and that black group, that you can't handle this fight. However, if you gain more strength, then you totally could. And so rather than aiming at a move like K14, I would consider K14 to be sort of not tactically aware. Like you're not looking for the cuts, the Aji, and then maximizing that, but instead you're just saying, yeah, it was direction, I don't know, I'll play a move. Right? So instead I would prefer to look at this fight and then think, what move do I want in this fight? Maybe something like this, so then I would jump out 2 space. And then aim at this. Okay. Maybe Ichiriki just made this one exchange to confirm that he has the cut there. Sometimes later on you'll play K14 and he'll just do something different. I don't think you can do anything crazy. Like this cut is just stupid because you get this, right? And even though you can do that, you get squeezed in a terrible, terrible way. It's just awful for weight. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. So maybe Ichiriki did that. He just confirmed it first. Oh, unlucky. Sag.
Never lucky.
Game is hard. Sag.
Descent.
He pushed. So this is doing it from the other way. He's saying, I am willing and ready to cut you, and I understand that it's going to be terrible. So let me prepare by making these stones weaker first. And at the same time, this move is also, there's some effect over there. Basically, since he hasn't committed to anything yet, Black is a little bit paralyzed. Like, he kind of wants to add a move over here, but it would be way too small. Right? It would just feel so awkward. And so Black has to pretend that he doesn't have this issue, but knowing that he has the issue, and then somehow manage to hold everything together. Somehow White managed to push it back to being Black's problem. Right? It was just this... Here it was White's problem. We didn't really know how to play. It was a little awkward. Now it's Black's problem all of a sudden, right? This happens a lot with the top pros.
Wow! Holy shit! There's only like 2 moves. 2 moves later.
Suddenly it's the situation, the flow is reversed, right? And they'll reverse again, reverse again, reverse again. That's how they always do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, the way that he did it, I think, is nice. He was okay. The way I was doing it was focusing on the cut for the center. He used the cut. He focused the cut on the side. But the main point is that he looked at this and he said, "What are my resources with these two stones? Tactical resources with these two stones. If I use the tactical resources, then I can make it a problem for you. If I never use the tactical resources, then black can never make a mistake. Like, it's just not possible, right?" I mean, black can make a direction mistake if he's bad, but if he's a manpi and he's one of Japan's top players, then he's not going to make a mistake if you just cap. Yeah.
True.
But you use the tactical resources like this, black is paralyzed. He has to he has to make a difficult decision. Since they press the right arrow too many times, you see he chose this. Kind of an interesting choice.
I guess he had really nothing good to do on the right.
Yeah, I was about to go on to why A is not good, because it just strengthens this B group that we need to attack. This diagonal is committing to gaining thickness right in front of this white stick. Makes a lot of sense to me. And of course, when this diagonal happens, white is still definitely too weak to go for a cut, because you're gonna get. Oops, I didn't see that. Sorry, guys. Okay. So now you have to be tactically aware again and think again for how to make it black's problem. Black has committed to playing a relatively, what I would call a slow move, in the sense not of it being, I guess slow has two meanings, right? Sometimes slow is you could have done something that changed your position more. Your move was slow to change your position, so it was too small. This meaning of slow is for like hangma. It just didn't move very far, right? So black played a slow move in the sense of it didn't actually move his group very far. That means that his eye space potential is relatively low on the top. Yeah, that means if this group ever does become weak, it'll be maybe not the greatest thing ever to have played this thick move. So you can often make it black's problem to have played this A for B supposedly inefficient shape, but just sort of finding a flow to become strong nearby. That's the typical way to counteract this sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. How do you go about this, then? What are some candid moves?
First thing I want to do is L14.
Yeah, it looks sensible to me.
Next thing I want to do is somehow I kind of want to get like 3-3 top right and like maybe like O13 in one space jump and like attack this entire thing somehow. Those are my two ideas. L14 and like peeping at O13.
Interesting.
But I'm probably totally just fixing black's weaknesses and
yeah, I think this one is not sensible. This B doesn't seem right at all, because you'd lose the chance to cut him.
Yeah.
For what? No big deal. We do have to be careful, since black played a slow by hangma move here. It means he's very powerful. When you do this kind of move, this works later. Right now it doesn't, but this works later. Yeah, you can suddenly find yourself like, hang on a second, I'm supposed to be able to do something against those two stones now, but there's nothing to do, because they have this kind of crazy thick Kasumi shape. So a lot of the time it's more standard to try to dodge away, to keep your weaknesses away from this sort of thick shape when they play it. Yeah, so you strengthen in a way that doesn't present your opponent a chance to ever fight with those two stones, and you just sort of casually wait for those two stones to prove to have been slow. I don't know if that's what he does. It's not what he does at all.
What is that? Wait, what does this do? I don't get it. Wait, I don't get this one.
So black was also technically threatening. So if you play some move like this, or I don't know, maybe jump is an option. Black was technically threatening to do this way, like that. Probably black will do this extend down first, because well, actually this 7 is Sente. that would be not good. Okay, probably black will do it like this. And this sort of thing would be white dying on the top anyway. Even though black can't get the absolute perfect shape, still when black just does something like this is white. I'm playing terrible moves. This is just awful. Don't do that. And so what it means is that if this 2 happens... Well, actually, white can just exchange it now, can't he? Maybe I'm a little confused here. But I thought it was aiming at that threat. Maybe it's just too painful to have to make this one bad exchange, 3 for 4, before you can split it off. Like, this kind of splitting is just an awful action. Anyway, he's decided that that's the weak area. That's the one place where you can change the most. And to be fair, it does make it extremely sente for him to play a move like this for the cut. Like any move that fixes his problem where black is eventually pushing through A after white cuts. Now there's a really real problem because he's weakened this considerably, like enough to be near dead.
True.
But still, from black's perspective, I guess I would just do something over there, or generally gain strength of those 2 stuns. Nothing is working immediately for white, I think. I don't know. What does he play? He plays 3-3.
Wow.
Murakawa Daisuke plays 3-3 here. Of course, if white plays 3-3, so if you do something like this, I'm committing after white plays 3-3 to like descend again, something like that, because otherwise there's gonna be something like that. And connect under. This is also part of the threat. Yeah, you get to play 2. I force you to respond on some dominate point, and then I got a huge amount of territory over here while I'm still, going to be okay with that group. Is what Ichiriki part of what Ichiriki was saying, but I didn't think that was actually like big enough to commit a full move to and play here. I guess it does make him also stronger for the cut. It's an interesting move for sure.
Wow, both of these moves are a little definitely surprising for me. N18 and R17. Neither are moves that I would think of playing. Like at all.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, now I want to pincer. Yeah.
Which is pincers like this. Yeah. Now we're using this. Ichiriki has managed to show this A stone being useful on both sides. Since black kind of admitted it was useful over here.
Sure.
Prince Lina says R17 sus. I have to say I kind of agree. I can see where Murakawa is coming from, but I don't believe in it somehow. I feel like there must have been a better way, right? There must have been a better way than just accepting that you have to play this R17 move in a position where you're not going to end up with territory from it anyway. And white still has not really a chance to get attacked. Anyway.
Unlucky. Now it feels sad. Oh, it doesn't push.
It doesn't push. We would probably both have done that mostly automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because it's very painful when white gets to play J16 here. Right? So, if we're going to let white play J16, clearly we didn't play it, so we're going to let white do it. Then what 2 other moves do we want, right? What 2 other moves do you want to just jump here so that you can Tiger's Mouth on top of it?
That's
Seems sus. There's no way he's going to actually try to cut something like that. This is just awful because it's not paying attention to the power of groups. You cut like this, you're saying, I commit to attacking you. I spend a full move on the value that I'm going to get from attacking your group. Oh wait, I'm under attack, so I get 0 value out of attacking you. Oops. No, don't do that. Wow. Jumps over it. So if white pushes to J16, he's saying he would just do this, and this is fine shape for black, apparently.
What is this jump, man? What is this? Uh,
I'm confused.
oh, well, surely White just backs off one time, right?
Yeah, I mean, of course, White can't cut right away. Fine, but White backs off. You still have a problem. Are you gonna fix it? Like, okay, or this way is also a way to back off. Neither of these, huh?
What?
What do you do?
Oh.
Okay, he makes some sente first.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever. Nerd. Make your sente. Okay. Is he actually just like so the reason why these particular moves are sente and Joseki, and the black follow up on the top, like if literally nothing happens. The black follow up is here. This is big. Black gets some kind of base for stones, but it's not that big because there's still like a major problem coming out here. So if this fight isn't going to be like immediately winning for Black somehow by some Tetsuji that I'm not seeing, this happens. If it goes like this, then there's going to be some major problems with those stones. I think they're dead. Are they? It's really close. Can Black gain enough to breeze? Anyway, the point is, Black plays 2. That stone's not dead yet, and so it's not super big. Not much bigger than this area over here. So you're allowed to Tanuki for a while.
Oh,
He wanted to gain the strength to do this. Fine.
What's the follow
up? So if you immediately do some cut in Black blocks at H17, then you can't K18, probably. Well, I guess you could do it if you cut on K15. Sorry. So, first of all, this cut. Yeah. If Black blocks here, you're not allowed to do this. This is the standard Tetsuji, but you're not allowed to do it because Black ladders you forehead. And then if you do this one, then Black plays down here. And you're also going to be dead, because after here, there's the wedge Tetsuji. So this is like a standard thing that I think lots of people read out in many games. So, okay, fine. A is a cut that doesn't seem to really be working. What about this one? Because now, if Black blocks here, you play C. If Black tries to do the same ladder, then hang on a second, you just Atari their stone, and then you can save your stones by connecting under F, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I should probably be using 1s and 2s. So if this happens, and here, Black needs an actual way to do this. If he just descends again, here, then I guess White is going to play this one, and then Black could Atari, and then connect something. And that would be giving up the 2 stones, but the sacrifice doesn't look so bad. It's quite effective, I think. But White does gain the 2 stones and strength with his group. He's not going to complain, I guess. He might complain. I don't know, very complicated. Does he do it? He doesn't do it. I think maybe he just comes back here. Wow. He doesn't do it. Here?
I really thought it'd be 1.
What? I just explained why this is the one cut you can't do. Hello?
And he didn't play it. Wait, there's something we're missing then. We gotta be missing something.
Just this. Oh.
Forehead. Sag.
Yeah, this way it works.
Actually feels bad.
Actually feels bad. Alright. So, Black needs to handle this fight better than us.
Yeah.
This is tempting to me because there's often this kind of move, but I guess this co-threat doesn't really matter. Even if you manage to cut, it doesn't do very much. So that ladder is tempting but useless. I don't know. Maybe it just extends here. This is somewhat common move in this kind of shape, where you just let the other guy take the stone, and you're like, whatever, dude, fine. Like, it doesn't do that much, really, for you to take the stone.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that either. Once in a blue moon, you can play here. Okay. It probably
Black
doesn't make
needs
sense.
to undo a bit and not jump.
Yeah, maybe Murakawa also misread. Maybe he also missed this A-B combination that white has.
We can hope. We can hope.
We can hope. We can hope.
Looks hard, actually.
Yeah, I mean, this does not seem like it's going according to plan for. This is okay. If white doesn't die with one of these groups, this is classic. Supposed to be bad shape, where you played a one-space jump, and then you got split, and then you kind of care about this one stone, but you don't. If you save it, then you have split shape, right? So this is how I beat, two dons regularly every time. If I play against the two don, then they'll make a jump, and then I split it and make the split shape, and then I win. Yeah. So Ichiriki is doing it to poor Murakawa, who misread some deep variation.
Oh.
He has to play here.
The fuck is this?
Okay. He's trying to make things very complicated since he didn't get his way. And things are indeed very complicated.
He succeeded if that was his goal. For sure.
Here? This is the natural move to me. Because it's also black's vital point. But you don't have to do that. You could also do this one. But these are the only two moves that I saw as real candidates here. So Ichiriki sees more than me, obviously.
How bad is it to just forehead connect?
What do you mean forehead connect?
Like K15 and
this way?
turning. I was going to Atari first, but...
Okay, but Atari first gets you, wrecked on the other side.
True.
Just turning, though. This is possible. This is a move. For some reason, I blind spotted this twice. Even after knowing that I blind spotted it before, I still blind spotted it. Interesting. Time to learn this shape, huh? Do a Sumega or two.
Yeah.
I guess I would connect here. Never mind. I mean, how to handle this for black all of a sudden? Suddenly, black is suffering very split shape. They're getting wrecked. They had to figure out a way to keep white under some pressure here. What do you do?
I'm thinking somehow try to play G15 Atari and then play J14 Extend somehow.
But you can't play on both sides. You're just getting yourself split shaped, right? I mean, okay. Apparently the G15 thing was okay. But if you do this one afterwards, then all you've done is A for B. You give white more strength to kill your 3 stones in the top.
Somehow I didn't even see B. Yeah, true.
Okay. You should definitely see your opponent just responding to your pushes from behind.
True.
True. Okay, but if he plays this exchange, that means he's decided this area. Okay, lost cause. Time to go over here now or something. Okay, maybe he's gonna do something special with the lost. What? What are you doing? What did he do? He connected here now. Okay, this move doesn't directly harm his own 3 stones over here, and probably it forces white to come back at this exact moment. So I guess the reason why you would do this right now is later on, if you play a move, if you do this and you're threatening A, white might just be like, no, I cut you because I'm that strong here. And so right now, that would be pretty unreasonable for White to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But at this moment, White probably needs the Hane underneath. So fine, you can get this exchange in right now, and then still care mostly. Don't get this confused. It doesn't mean he cares about these 3 stones. He's just making it as strong as possible so that he can take care of the A group as well as possible by pressuring B as much as possible. That's the point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is still emergency tactics, though. This is not, not great for Black. Here, push one more time, or do you? So eventually, Black wants to come back. Hane here, kill B. That's Black's plan. Then it's okay that Black gave up these 4 stones in a terrible way if you manage to get a kill, right? But Black probably needs to push one more time. Okay, he didn't push yet. He did this one first. Fine. I was thinking I should push one more time. If White jumps, then I get the Hane in the center, and then I'm gonna pretend that I'm happy with that. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't be. Like, if this happens, I guess White can just extend. Something like that. And then I have to follow up on this. Okay, I said I was going to be happy with this, but White's 4 and 6 are really nice. And 3 and 5, they still leave a cutting point. I'm going to spend a move like this, and then, okay, this is trash. This is how you lose the game. Right? Ichiriki wins this game 100% of the time. I think. Probably. Maybe only in 90 or 80 or 90, but still, you should definitely put more pressure on this White. If you think that they might not respond to you, then you wouldn't necessarily feel happy about it. Yes, kill in quotation marks is important. It's not that we're actually killing, but when we don't kill, hopefully White will give us something. That's what we really want. It's not that we are going to literally slay this group and take it off the board. It never happens. Okay. How should White handle it, though? It's quite difficult. Quite difficult.
It's usually around this time they Hane at C18.
Yeah, it's a good timing. Good timing. And it offers the Black. Sometimes it offers the Black the chance to not respond with the Hane. So, for example, if Black Atari's here now and goes like this, in this position, oops, I think something like that. In this position, it's not necessarily gonna make a living shape over here, right? If you get like everything that you could ever dream of, something like this, and manage to make sure White doesn't get a living shape from here, which is still hard. Like, this is still gonna be difficult. Something like that, or maybe White will play here. So you have to go there.
It's just D19 to live. Right.
Did I miss something? Right. You still even have that move. Okay. Sometimes this sort of thing happens, and you still try to kill it. Probably Black is too thin on the outside. There's no way Black can really hold everything there.
Yeah.
Make it all work. So just responding here. And that's the reason why they exchanged C18 early, is because later on Black might not respond, and then kill you all, right?
Yeah.
So they do this now. Fine. Cut B17.
I'm trying to think, why don't we Tiger's Mouth, actually? Seems pretty reasonable.
True. Now that you show me. Yep. There's a connection under A, and this very annoying guitar, Hane thing at B. And probably when you do something around C, you should be able to make a second eye. That's what someone's saying, right?
It's really annoying. What does Black do? Just push.
He pushes another time. He asks, wait, are you really sure that you're alive? White says no.
Hane.
Comes back here.
He doesn't Hane?
Comes back here.
Wait, Hane on the outside? Go? Oh. Okay.
He did Hane on the outside.
I was thinking G11. Chad mode.
G11 is too much for sure, because you get cut and then that's not a good exchange.
Well, okay, what can you explain this one? I don't understand this at all. What are we trying to do with this?
So before you hane a b19, you can offer black the chance to. So if you hane a b19,
Yeah.
and then black just like connects something, then that means that your A isn't sente anymore. So you offer black the chance right now. Are you gonna Atari me? If you Atari me, then you have to defend on the upper left, and then I can still make my shapes.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, black chooses this way to try to keep up the pressure. Very aggressive. I would almost habitually just make this Atari. It seems really, really necessary. If you die here and you didn't make this exchange, sorry, not if you die all, but if you just die with a stone, then you'll feel super sad that you didn't make this exchange, forcing back into the empty triangle, getting so much for it, so much for your cost. After this, actually, white is still in a bit of a tricky position here, though. Doesn't seem like there's a very clear way to this kind of thing is tempting because after this you could just connect. If black captures, then you can kill the corner, and so this would be a good result for white. Don't get that wrong, but so here black would respond. White responds here. This isn't a good result for white, I think. When white does this, you can cut here, or sorry, when black does this, you can cut here, make some forcing move, and then come back and really put pressure on this white group. Since white needs to live everything outside, I think this is going to be Seki probably. Since white needs to live everything outside as well to keep this capturing race, this looks pretty hard for white. At least in my opinion. I might be wrong.
Yeah, it looks complicated.
So this kind of Atari, even if you can get it, I'm not even sure it does anything anyway. Or it definitely does something, but I'm not even sure it does something that good. So I think maybe he just takes his timing to come back somehow. He jumps here.
What?
What a move. What a move to jump here. It briefly crossed my mind to play this one. Maybe I can do this one now and then put more pressure on black this way. And then I was like, hang on a second. The Atari is here and does something, I don't know, something over there. And then what the hell? What the hell is this? So I think Ichiriki is saying, okay, then I would live. And if we look at this picture, where do I want this one move actually? Do I want it here or do I want it here? Do you want it more at B?
I guess so.
So this is trying to say, please defend yourself, black. And then when I defend myself, I'm efficient. I'm as efficient as possible. I think that's what the meaning is here. So black defended himself in the most efficient way.
Okay.
He really wanted the absolute maximum. And surely, at some point here, white has to come back eventually and play
Still not now.
No, never mind. What am I thinking, of course? The top pros never do that.
Oh my god, dude. What the hell?
If black plays something like, I guess this, then white is prepared to have potentially an eye up there. I guess maybe black should do this. Sorry, this one to try to kill. Better shape. Black is white is prepared to have maybe an eye there. No. That's not what's going on. It's this one and this one. This is what's going on. I missed this for a while. Obviously, this kills, right? So the only way that you can answer this too is to get squeezed and then like that. So white currently has Miai actually to live with this or live with this. Oh, it's actually fine already.
Wait, this feels so good for white then.
Yeah, it does seem very good for white.
Wow.
So back here, when white did this was pressuring this black group and trying to get the most efficient thing.
Yeah.
But we left out the white doesn't even need to. White is already alive here. That's kind of sad.
Oh wow.
Just this tiger's mouth already made the Mii. Not A and B, but A and B.
Oh, we should have seen that. That's
We should have seen that.
True.
A is not good because it makes the outside thick. Of course, you will live like that if you have to. Yeah, but of course, basically the reason why I keep on saying you need to play here is because I thought you were gonna die if you didn't, and you don't die because you have this B. If you were gonna die, then you should play A, even though it makes the outside thick, right? Yeah. Okay, black plays this. I accidentally went one move too far. White does this is just a normal big move, and continuing some pressure on this black at the same time is quite nice. And black plays here. So this is challenging white to keep his stones dead and keep the pressure here. And if he can get something that's a little too good in a fight over here, then maybe he can come back into the game. I think white should be winning right now, right? Let me do a quick count. And like positional evaluation. Yeah, okay. White is definitely doing better right now. Yeah. For sure. So black coming out here is offering a fight against this group and taking care of this in the absolute most active way possible.
It doesn't seem like too in that like horrible though. After looking at the board, to be honest, like black has a really nice left side and the lower right's black's advantage. I guess the problem is black has a really weak group at the top right. And
yes, that's the problem. And then all of white's groups are not strong, but not weak. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so white actually should be able to keep up the pressure in this area enough to be winning. I don't know. Not winning. I guess if I had to guess what the AI says right now, it probably says white plus 7. Something like that. Basically, I think it's an even game on the board. Yeah, it's probably about reasonable.
Sure.
Okay. So, to me, the natural move is this one here.
Same. First feeling.
Looks very normal. And then you can get to think about how black is going to run this stone out. Probably we aren't going to be able to cut it off. That doesn't feel like it's supposed to work. And then if you just run out with this C group, then maybe eventually black will just go out further than your A. I don't know. I'm talking about a variation like this. And here. Okay, if this happens, then eventually somehow it's between black playing A and B, and what is this one stone doing at the end? Like, it's still a useful spot, but it didn't actually manage to split black necessarily if you have to take care of this group so severely. So A, I think, probably committing too hard to keeping up an attack on that group like immediately. Maybe better some move like this. Some move to take care of the center. He does this way. He asks black to please become so heavy here that so if black goes here, now we can hold this because we have a bamboo and black is super heavy.
Please become heavy.
Yes.
Please.
I would like you not to watch your weight. Yes, that's exactly what he says.
So of course black doesn't play 1. Of course not.
So of course black doesn't play 1, but then we should have thought this bamboo too. Like, why in the world do we never think of the moves that as soon as we see them played, we're like, well, this would just be a good exchange of black answers. We should think of all of those moves, right? I mean, this is the easiest way to beat to beat an opponent is just to play a move where if they answer, it's a good exchange, and if they don't answer, it's hard. And then what do they do? It's a really hard position. It doesn't mean that you're winning. It doesn't mean that your position just like went up magically. But this is super, super much the move that should be
like
intuitive. Like it's the easiest way to win games by far.
When I was looking at the position, I like this crossed my mind. It was one of the first moves I thought of. But I thought like, oh, why play there? I don't know. Like I just like I thought of it, but didn't like think of it in the way like why it's good. Like I don't know how to say it. Like I just thought of it. Oh, play there, answer black's move, and rather than actually understanding what it's doing.
I think we should just look at the. I mean, basically, this has to do with this black cutting point at A, and we both understood that exists. However, we both understood that if you take it, you're a dumbass. I mean, this is not going to work, right? Like, you can't cut this black. So then we went from okay, if you take it, you're a dumbass, to if you use this cut in any way, it shouldn't really be great. Like, or if you just fix the cut for him, it shouldn't really be great, regardless of thinking about how black actually feels about the miner, right? So instead of looking at A and thinking, I can't use that, we should just look at the moves that we have locally and think about how black feels after we play them. Right?
True. Yeah. Not easy to do. No, it's not so hard to do.
Yeah. But that's the way that you should evaluate your kingdom move, right? You shouldn't just think, this isn't good for me. You should think, how does the other guy feel when I play here, or when I play here, or when I play here? Yeah, this is probably a much better thought process than what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think better.
So Ichiriki plays here. Obviously the great move. Okay, what do you even do as Murakawa?
Okay, how is N13 faring?
N13 looks like white will just play. So I think if you play A, white plays B. And then.
And I think we're just going to give those up and just say, hey, I'm going to fix my cut by bumping at 014. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then. Can white even Tenuki there? I think white might even get Tenuki.
Really?
Yeah. Even if white doesn't, let's say, suppose that white does not Tanuki that, and just like responds.
Yeah.
What was this? It's a terrible operation. You just made him so strong. Yeah. I know that's not necessarily your fault because they're already in a tough position, but he's not going to accept that. I think you'd prefer something like this.
I was thinking sack to make it to fix the cutting. Fuck. Oh, I thought that was actually good.
So something like this. And then, okay, you still have a problem. You fixed one cutting point here that didn't necessarily work anyway. I guess maybe it worked, but you fixed the one cutting point there. You still have a problem, and white is like infinitely strong in the center. It used to not be, right?
True.
That's weird.
What do you do?
But okay, maybe Murakawa plays something a little bit later. We still need to be tactically aware of this A. We can't forget about it. Since white became much stronger here. If white manages to do this kind of cut, white could even do something like this.
Yeah.
And get away with it, right? So we kind of need somehow to prepare for this fight. But it's not so easy. What did he do? He plays this move. Ichiriki didn't do this. Why didn't you do that? I thought you were going to instantly do this the moment he... What? What did he do? Oh, he makes one annoying peep first. Okay. What an asshole. And then he plays here.
What?
He doesn't want to give those stuns. So if you do this, then black is very, very strong over here. Of course he lived though. So I would just, live with the territory and take the territory. That seems pretty good to me. But
Does that live? We are alive.
Wait, is there this? So, sorry. I guess you should exchange this one first, and then this. So you can cut this off, but also... no, it should be this way. Black can make a life in there.
I need more Sumego.
Unless...
Can we
Same.
push? Can we push B16?
No, you can't push B16. This one is clear, is the Mia here.
Yeah.
Okay? But you could think about this one. And
Say still though, just
the point is,
6.
if here, then I... No, I can't cut because you have this one. Also, you just have the normal thing. Never mind. Okay, still, yeah. So, he chose instead to live like this. So basically, he was saying when Black tries to cut me, I have this peak that makes an eye over here, and actually I have an eye over here. So even though this stuff apparently doesn't work because Black does this this and then this and lives, which is so crazy. Yeah, Black can make a living shape over there. Then because of that, Wei isn't allowed to do that. He needs to directly take this area.
Sure.
This move is still threatening for this stuff, and it's going to be much better for his eye shape than just going there, which Black could still respond to, right? Like if you, no matter which one you play, this one or this one, Black is still going to respond to something like that. And this way, the C19 move is going to be an actual effective move for his eye space rather than the other one, which is not. Okay. Black, presumably Atari is here? No, it doesn't Atari.
Just Tanuki.
I would have Atari'd so I could get Sente. But if you Tanuki, then now Wei can do the B15 thing, right?
Yeah, but we just too small to play
No, but
now, right?
But you die with those stones. Isn't that huge? I guess maybe not. Yeah, okay. He takes care of that. Fine. So, Black made this exchange, forcing White to C19. That half killed these stones. Well, not really. I mean, I guess still, if White cuts, then Black can do the trading. Fine. So now Black is saying, okay, you already made life with this C19. So big deal if you want to take more of the corner. You just get more strength, whatever. Okay, fine.
Sure.
And he plays over here, which is also not really paying very much attention to this. What is going on with that? I mean, I don't even understand why this is a good exchange if White answers. So White answers. Like, why in the world did you even push from behind there anyway? What? What are you doing?
Oh, we got a plan.
He wants to make a cut? There's no way there's a cut here that does something. I don't believe you, Murakawa. There's no way. He really thinks that there's a cut here that does something. And he wants to go, like, here? Or something? So if you play here, it technically does work, doesn't it? Because you could play A. Next, if White Tanukis. So this happens, and then you fix your cutting point. Kind of.
Wait, can we
He
play
wanted
A?
even better.
Can we...
Yeah, I mean, so this happens, and here, and
Descent?
you can't block.
Play 5.
Oh, descent.
But,
But
I mean, it
this
feels
is
bad,
terrible.
but- Yeah.
Like, now we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
Anyway, he doesn't even do that much. He wants something better?
I guess that kind of... Oh.
I assumed that this was the way, but I don't get it. Like, White does this? He really wanted... He just makes this exchange and then says, now, if you cut me, I do that in Sente? Question mark? Or... Still, if he does this, it doesn't work, right? So he has to do this one now. But then White can do that way, and then just answer, right? I don't get it. I don't get this fighting here. Murakawa started going for this cutting point, but it doesn't seem working. I don't understand. What does he do next? He plays here.
Hell yeah. About time. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on in there either. Doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming that helps with the cut.
Here, 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 here. Why not this one? Here, here. I don't see anything wrong with playing like this. Black doesn't seem alive.
What about 2 at 5?
2 at 5. So it becomes like this again. So you think that that's what this
Then-
move is for? It's to help out this fight somehow?
Some.
So like this, and then here?
Oh,
Is this what Murakawa is planning?
my god, it looks actually working.
It does, somehow.
So,
Maybe he's not actually bad at this game after all.
who would have thought?
What the hell?
Who would have thought he's a young, prodigious 9p?
So they obviously both read this out in like literally 1/100th of their time for the game. Probably less than a minute. And they're like, okay, easy. Now White is just going to play a reasonable move, probably, and still aim at that cut. For example, if White like plays maybe this Hane and kills off these stones, finally, becomes very strong, then that could still potentially be aiming at that cut. As White, like, yeah, so Black shape still sucks. I guess now you have to bump. So you have to do the same sort of thing. But before he did this, he chose to cut here and make this terrible exchange.
It also made the exchange on the left that I don't understand.
Also made the exchange on the left that seems to be losing points.
So just kind of two confusing exchanges, really.
Yes. More than confusing. Seemingly actively bad, yes. Yeah. Okay, Ichiriki probably doesn't answer because he's not a scrub. He plays there. He wants to keep pressure on this black stick. And he doesn't want to have to live in a sad way. He prefers to live in happy ways.
Yeah, that's Sente too, right? Oh, you can literally kill in one move.
I wouldn't go that far, but certainly Black probably should respond. So like this. Okay, he responds like this. Why wouldn't you, Abel? Oh, there's gonna be this kind of Aji later. This is gonna be annoying. Interesting. So to prevent that, you play here. That way, after this, I can play this one.
Huh.
For some reason, my shape intuition is off here. No, but after you table this is netted. Oh, there's still Aji with the net. So it doesn't mean that like that would happen, but like this could happen. Anyway, extending is better Aji because there's way less forcing moves for that. For that little thing.
Super nice shape. Hell yeah.
Nice shape. You wouldn't understand that they're Japanese. No way. Anyway. Okay.
White as Sente. Time to
White as Sente.
Or keep the pressure up. Nope.
I clicked that one. I didn't go to next. I just clicked it. This is the right place. Let's go. Because Black has strength here. If they approach, they're gonna have something. You take the enclosure. They don't have something. Feels bad, man, for Black.
Let's go.
Just the big move. Okay, so to me, White should still be winning for sure, right? Now it should be less in the unclear things and a lot more in the White is just ahead on points. So maybe I can count for a moment.
Sure.
White seems very far ahead on points.
White is almost like 50.
Yeah. and black has not 50 at all.
No.
How does G18 for C19 lose points? Asks Prince.
Oh.
So how does A for B lose points? If you didn't play A, you could instead attack. So this is like way back here. You could instead attack something like this a lot of the time, right? And force the other guy to play here. And even now, there's going to be some potential problems, right? Like there's still potential attacks going on here. This kind of thing. So if you can attack either direction, and then you choose early, I want to attack this way. It means later on, if you spend a move over here, or like in general, you're less efficient for this area. You've given white the strength to come over there, right? So I don't understand why this could possibly gain points, basically. When you could also have attacked from C19 perfectly well later on, and there's no reason, I think, to choose right away. I don't know the reason, at least. Murakawa Daisuke clearly thinks there's a reason. He's a lot better go than me, but to me it seems like it's a losing points exchange. Because you could just play B instead. Sometimes.
Makes sense. So now what do you think the biggest area is for black? Lower side? Lower right corner?
Black is still going to get C15 and something in the variation. Yeah, but white got this. It's big. Anyway. So the lower left corner, the right side. Okay. If we're black here, we're behind against Ichiriki Ryo. We have to cause chaos. That means we have to, shake the board. Is what the teachers used to say. So how do you shake the board here? How do you do something that's gonna make exciting variations? I don't think you can just play F3. I think if you play F3, Ichiriki knows how to play the game, and then he wins.
Shake the board. How do we shake the board? Papega clap, shake. I'm shaking. That's
He plays here.
Okay.
Kind of shaky. I assumed white was just going to go here. This is what I read.
Sure.
Okay, so he just saved a stone. He made his group a lot stronger there. I guess this is a good center exchange to make before white gets there. And
Sure.
I don't know. Now does he go back?
Oh.
He does this way. He's shaking the board. Shake, 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 shake.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. So, just asking white to extend?
Asking white to play this variation, and then he wants to overconcentrate white further and try to lay claim to this while giving white not much, right?
Yeah.
So white chooses this way instead. And this one is supposed to be effective when black can't play here, but here you can, because this is dependent on the ladder, usually. Well, I guess maybe... No, white can do this. Okay, Ichiriki is the one shaking the board for some reason.
Oh, this is the game variation. Oh, shit.
This is the game. I thought I was just going to be playing at a nonsense variation, but this is the game. So here, if white does this, then black captures in the ladder. It's not going to be good for white. This is terrible.
Yeah.
But this way, the ladder over here is not working. But black did it anyway. Because he wants to split white's shape. He wants to push through here. I'm actually clicking all these moves.
Yep.
Yeah, it's basically forced that you go this way, and white traded away the corner for this group. That doesn't necessarily actually mean it's bad for white, honestly. Okay, white doesn't go there. At this moment, it becomes a little trickier to figure out exactly how to handle. But in general, if this white group is going to be perfectly alive, and white still can use the Aji of d4,
Yeah.
not stupidly, this is still going to be fine for white. However, it does give black something. So, black still has something to play for in this position, for sure.
I want a b5. I want to play b5.
So b5, and then the problem with that is that he's going to Atari you over top. I don't know what to do. But he did do it. But this Atari is coming, and I don't know what to do here.
Just capture.
Okay, but it's so annoying, right? Like, this is not acceptable.
Really?
And then this is black gaining actually a lot. Because, okay, before it was white living here, and then doing something with this stone. Now it is white living there, and black getting all of it.
Okay, maybe that's... Oh, wow. I see.
It's terrible. So, apparently, Ichiriki says that you can just bear the Ataris on the outside here.
Huh.
And then, when black makes this Atari, you don't necessarily need to answer that one, I guess.
Oh. Now we go to the lower side.
I suppose.
Maybe cut?
You could also exchange. You could just capture first, but I don't see any reason since black isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so Ichiriki recognized that after he answers those Ataris, that this stone becomes light, and so he's allowed to do that.
That's very nice.
Clever. Okay, where'd he go? He went to the bottom side like this. Yeah, makes sense.
Let's go. L3?
That seems a little much to me. Sheesh. L3? Nah.
We're thick.
No way.
Kappa.
It has to be this one.
We're thick.
We're thick Kappa. Yes, exactly. I'm sure that Murakawa Daisuke is also thinking Kappa when he's playing against Ichiriki Ryo.
Look how thick we are. Smile.
Time to shake the board, Kappa.
Fuck. Okay.
Wait, 2 spaces? Wait, it doesn't 2 space. It seems so natural. I thought this is the reason why you played J3, but apparently it's not the reason why he plays J3.
G4?
Or, yeah, you could consider to do some Sente move, but this fixes black's cut. It doesn't seem like the right Sente move.
True.
To be honest, I keep looking at this cut. I don't know whether it's reasonable, but like here, if this happens, and like this fighting looks like black died.
Certainly does.
And so then if you aren't allowed to do 2, 3, 4, because you're gonna die, what do you do? So I keep looking at this cut. This is definitely something to be at least tactically aware of. I'll take it right away.
Sure.
This one, I guess, is gonna happen. And then when white runs this out, he wants to have a strong shape. So to do that, maybe now he jumps and aims at it. Okay. I guess this is too direct. Black would just obviously answer and be happy with that. What captures? Really?
Well, I guess now if we're gonna... Oh, then connect, then over concentrate. Smile. Like, then attach G4. Black connects?
So black is going to connect there for sure. But then G4, I don't think that's really a good... Like, if...
Well, if we're going to take, then we can't cut. Or we're saying we're not
yeah,
gonna
but... Cut. Or, I guess that's consistent, but it doesn't seem good.
Fair.
Remember, this was white's enclosure.
Yeah.
Which is now just a strong group over there.
Yeah.
Of course, black attached to it. But this is white's enclosure. You're really going to give all this in your enclosure?
I mean,
and then say you're still ahead?
I don't know. Oh! Nope.
He just does this. So this is still aiming at potentially there being weaknesses over here for sure.
Okay.
But I don't know why he would just make that exchange out of that blue. This exchange doesn't seem right. Black wasn't gonna go there for sure. I mean, why wouldn't you just play here to start? And then you can still aim at this like cut at F5, and it's a lot better when you didn't make that exchange, so you can cut it at C4.
I wonder if Black would go there. Maybe Black would.
Really?
Maybe it's that.
So Ichiriki is saying, I guess that's the only reasoning that you could use, right? Ichiriki is saying Black is just gonna go here next, and that's the one biggest move. But he takes his gote. You should just let your opponent take gote to go there, right? I mean, why are you saying no? You're not allowed to take your gote there. So I'm going to make this bad exchange and force you to spend your gote somewhere else that's still going to be valuable.
Could Black later throw in and try to kill, like, say White doesn't have 2 eyes after capturing?
Okay, that's something that he can do to shake the board, but it's not going to be.
Yeah.
It's not going to be real. At least I don't think so.
I think that's one of those moves that's deceptively big.
I mean, okay, so you're talking about that throw-in, right? Yeah. That's what White captures.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you need to have a set up on the third and first line. Yeah. It doesn't not gonna happen.
Yeah, I guess so. True. True.
I'm just gonna say that this move is a mistake. I mean, what the hell is this? There's no reason. Also, hello, summon you. Take that, son. I'm talking to your chat, not you.
What's going on? Whatever, chat. You know, chat. Whatever. I don't know. I'll say it's good. Just to take a contrary position.
Okay. So here, and then Black kicks.
Sure.
Wait, we'll extend up. So the reason why he kicks is to what? Cover there? Yeah. So Black is doing some reading go at this moment. There's going to be something related to this where the kick is helping, I think. Oh. So maybe it's going to be like this. And here, and here. And at this moment, the kick stone is quite useful. I guess. Maybe? You can just hold on by the skin of your chinny chin chin. Okay. White does this to start. What a Chad.
Well.
What a Chad. Okay, so all White needs to do now is show that he has some Aji here, that he didn't just like completely die, and that he is not going to get under severe attack here. Okay, at least that's what he had to. That's all he had to show before. Honestly, after this result looks very good for Black. Maybe he needs to do a little bit more now. I'm not sure. Maybe Black is caught up. Maybe I'm wrong. Here, and then there. This is normal, and Ichiriki. I believe he's aiming at R3.
Yeah.
And Hane. And cut now? Or you can just make a ko here. Of course. With that move. This kind of ko happens sometimes. But I guess cutting is probably more accurate. Is this one even more accurate? There. Reading. Okay, but what is alive? Unless Black plays like this. So this is what Black's gonna do. Oh, sorry. This one is better.
Is it?
Yeah, this is classic, actually.
Oh, shit.
That when this happens, and it goes like this, and here. So if this were to happen, something along these lines.
Sure.
Eventually, if you made this shape, then you can still make an eye over here, even though White cuts. But if you do it the other way around, this one, and the same sort of thing happens later on. You can't make an IA.
Oh, so true. Okay.
So it is actually classic that you can Atari here instead. However, you need to have a lot of reading to back it up in this position, where Wade is not necessarily going to do like that. Wade could just... okay, you can extend once, that's fine. But then, like, jumping here is what Wade is really aiming at, right?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I was kind
Stuff
of
like that.
looking at this slightly similar recently. I wonder if we... Bro, we're dead. We're dead. GG.
GG. Even if White dies here, it's not necessarily bad, honestly.
Yeah.
If White gets, like, I don't know. If all White gets is this kind of exchange, this stuff, and, I mean, this is already, like, enough for White, for sure. So, okay, let's see what White actually does. Maybe he just chooses to help his group somehow. He chooses this one.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Apparently Black can't do this. Why not?
Double Atari.
What? Oh, there's double Atari. Makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was misreading Liberties even down to 2. Yeah, it happens.
Happens every day. Feels good.
Okay.
But
Um,
Black extend up, I was thinking.
extend up or Hane both seem possible.
Oh, no?
Neither of them, huh? So extend up, I guess this way is going to be some trouble. Regardless of whether this works or not, this is clearly trouble for Black. Because White doesn't need to go through and make all those exchanges, but White can just like jump here and say it's terrible. Okay, so Black is here. So basically, all of the problems over here were enough all the time that you need to defend again. That means White can bamboo and come out. So we both looked at this and were like, oh my goodness, White comes out. Not possible. Or maybe even didn't look at it at all because we knew that White was going to come out. Yeah? But these 3 stones are not strong enough. These 3 stones are not weak enough, and these 3 stones are not like that incredibly strong that White running out here is just going to mean like instant life, instant win, something like that. Like if Black still just covers, I guess. Maybe you can do it more like this. This is better shape, something like this, and Black just saves those 3 stones. Okay, White is actually in serious problems if they try to save this group on a big scale and then runs into this group.
True.
So Black starts with this move. This makes sense because you're not breaking your own shape like the 2 Dons I was mentioning earlier to hurt your own stones.
Oh, do we know 07?
07 you said?
I don't even know if it's working. Maybe not.
I think here, yeah. This is classic.
Wait, this is a classic?
Yeah, I clicked this one. The point is, if Black responds, then there's this kind of Achi later. Yeah? Okay, he didn't think that it was big enough right now, but you should get this exchange in if you can. It makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
And then... still, we just need to strengthen groups in general. Maybe this one? He actually is just running out. Alright. What a Chad.
Oh, Oscar's playing in the Transatlantic League.
Ah, they started.
Nice. Okay. Heck yeah.
Screw those guys who are going to watch the actually good players.
Toxic! Rolled.
Got him.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, but Duckot keeps crushing me every time we play him, so I should maybe I should show some respect. Nah, never mind. No respect.
Just push. I'm just pushing. I push one time and then I connect my 3 stones.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm playing somewhere over here.
I want to push first, and like then it feels natural to fix, right?
Oh, I see.
Oh, or
but
not.
How? Like this is the problem. Now you didn't really fix somehow.
I thought I did. True though.
So, I like that.
Oh,
Who cares about those 3 stones, huh?
fucking true. Okay.
Okay, is White gonna trade here? I mean, trading doesn't seem what?
Attach in time, baby. Well, you can't. I guess if Black descends now, we like yoink the corner. Somehow.
Okay, first you're gonna do this stuff and actually ask Black to.
Yeah.
No, but Black can just come back here now, right? Like, big deal. What are you doing? Why didn't Black play 1? Okay, White is gonna play like. Wait, what? Why didn't Black play?
F3 is.
I guess you just do this and then immediately play here. Fine. The so-called yoinking the corner. Got him. But actually, this shape still sucks.
Corner to Suji.
The old yoinker.
I don't.
Okay, but Black chooses instead to just directly do something with this. Probably this one.
Wow.
Okay, no.
Wow.
One? Black chooses to do this. Okay, so the problem with this way is that now you have a cut, and also you've protected against this naturally. Okay, so it makes some sense that you don't want to do this, and then, I mean, White is going to be fine here on the bottom. Okay, fine. We don't want to do this. And the problem with this way is that it can easily become the same sort of thing where White protected and even its better shape. So if you want to fight against that, then you would do this, but then you hurt your own peeping stone. So that's going to be dumb as well. Like that. So Black just said, okay, all of these things hurt my own stone. And rather than going here, which is absolutely what I would have done if I saw that everything is working, he just chills. Super chill like this. And he's saying, what, if this happens, he's not going to play here. He's going to do something more active. And so, it's supposedly better.
J4? Oh, just blocking. Okay.
Just blocking, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to play J4 when after you're probably going to block anyway after you do that those exchanges. Then if you do this first, you can jump or do, you can use that dodgy better. Who cares about getting influence for that area? Black is already very strong, right?
Yeah, you're
so
right.
No reason to push. So this happens. Maybe Black kills this stone?
Really? That's what I was thinking. Back to that side. Oh.
He makes this one exchange first. This is a good exchange for the Ko. It just was an awkward timing exactly when you wanted to make that one Sente move. You could always basically do it. But you wouldn't like the reason why they play these other moves first. You wouldn't really like to do it if you aren't going to spend the move over here next because it solidifies White's capture of that area quite a lot. So I think now he's going to spend a move. No, never mind. Now he spends the move trying to freaking kill this White group. Like, what the heck? This is really, really aggressive.
Wait, this is murder time. This is straight up vulgar murder time.
Yes, this is murder time. Cut is going to happen. Capture. Like, okay, you don't necessarily need to do that. Sure. There's no reason to do anything right now. White has one eye on the bottom. I guess we can show like this way, or this, or this way. Still gonna be only one eye. You have that Sunday move, and then you play there. So White has one eye on the bottom now, and already. Even if White doesn't spend the moves, no reason to spend a move right now. I guess you can use it for co-threat later, that sort of thing.
Sure.
This sequence is really good by Black then. Like, this is actually very, very scary for a game where Black was supposed to be losing. Suddenly, White needs to live with this group, and at the same time, not eventually die when Black plays here. This is really getting rough. Very, very interesting.
Oh shit, that's
so Murakawa... Yeah, I mean, somehow Murakawa is, like, seized some control by playing this passive move F3, holding back so that then he can go for a real punch here. Look at this move. What a move. This L2, not with the purpose of like spending any other moves inside. Normally, when this happens, then you can immediately get to think about this kind of thing, and then making some capturing, in general, making this one eye bigger inside as an annoyance. But he doesn't even bother. He just reduces like this.
Yeah.
And says, okay, if I reduce you this much, then you have one eye. Yeah. He just read it probably from the moment that he played here.
Yeah. And I guess even now that I look at it more, white looks super weak. Like,
yeah, white was
extremely
always
weak.
super weak. That's why I kept on asking white to spend a move in the center, like this knight's move, this jump. I kept on suggesting, and then Ichiriki never played it. He kept running out with this group, and now he's in trouble.
So I wonder if it was wrong for him to save the corner group then. Like, clearly making a second weak group and running it out when you have one on the bottom doesn't make too much sense strategically. Like,
okay, but what he wanted to do was use the Aji of that group running out in order to gain strength of his bottom group. And then Black was like, no, just run out. He, like, Black, this move is saying, run out, dude. Black could very easily, and probably Ichiriki expected Black to do something like this and kill this group. It's going to die. But White will get something on the outside for sure. And so that's what Ichiriki's whole goal was when he did this stuff. He probably just didn't really expect it to end up that bad when he gets to run out eventually, threaten to capture these 3 stones, and Zach only gets a couple more moves against these 3. He must be like, surely I can handle it. Suddenly it becomes very difficult. Still, I think he can handle it. I don't think that the game is like bad for White yet. Don't get me wrong. Like this position, White should just be able to jump out somewhere. I don't know, maybe something like this.
Yeah, I was
use the 2 stones weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just come out. So this way also possible, but you leave yourself the start of an anti-bamboo. I talked about that shape in an earlier review, right? Where if White plays here, this is like relatively normal. This is the anti-bamboo shape, which next to a cut is like really bad for White, because White would like to fix this cut with either Tiger's Mouth or I guess you call it the J shape, something like that. And Black took both shape ones, so White needs to connect with an empty triangle here. That's why White doesn't do this move. Anti-bamboo is bad shape.
Oh. White, I wouldn't double Hane. Seems normal.
Yeah, double Hane seems relatively normal here. However, when you look at this and you look at this, I think maybe not so normal. This is scary, isn't
squeeze.
So squeeze and then try to make an eye. You probably can make an eye, and then this happens, and like, hang on a second.
What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What do we do?
So, White plays... Just connect to start.
Okay.
Makes some good sense.
Pro move. Just connect.
If this happened, then what? This is your like instinct, right? And then you can see all the push cuts and think maybe this is my instinct, right? This is what my thought process was.
Yep, 10 out of 10 times I'm dead here. I'm dead.
Okay, 100%. You do this one. This happens, and then you Crane's Nest, you kill it. This is how you do it. So he can't do that. If he's gonna push through here first, then you just bamboo or something. You'll live for sure. It's just this part is gonna be a problem, but basically that part is the only problem. You can still handle that by trading it away. A lot of the time, you can still die with these, as if you became very strong with this. Okay, here, Black played this one. Immediately unleashing it, and White shows already that he doesn't necessarily need to save these.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already willing to trade.
Yeah.
Like this. But I do expect him to play some move towards this area pretty fast. Okay, he makes one more. He asks Black one more time, please continue to try to hurt those stones, and give him more power. Just breaking that general area.
Sure.
He doesn't need to save this group. That's the key point. So Black plays here, trying to keep up a lot of pressure on this bottom white and saying, okay, you were threatening to play here. Big deal. I cut. I still attack you really hard. This is very, very, very scary, though. I don't think that I would do this because black is getting surrounded. So maybe instead the point is just, okay, you spend a move. You spend your move living over here somehow, and then I come back here, and it's going to be better. Because I can seal you in like that. Before I couldn't seal you in necessarily if you kept on running. I don't know. This is a nice looking move, though. Just sort of in the middle of everything. But this fighting is way too complicated for me to make any kind of judgment. Bottom right might die. You don't. So both A and B might die. C though is not going to die. There's no way. I don't believe you that C can die. The only way C would ever die is if black made a serious overcommit and started ignoring moves. That's not going to happen.
Well, somehow I feel like M7's like a vital point for white to play for his group. In a lot of the variations. So I wonder. Oh, really? Wait, what? Wait, that's surprising.
This turn, yeah. What the hell? And black just connected. This is normal to keep your shape intact.
Sure.
But white just hurt himself, so you better have a good plan.
Okay.
It's this. Push
again?
Push again is Sente, right? So, but you have to think about whether you actually want to push again or whether you want to play like that. Right? So, do you want to play B first and reserve the chance to do something over there later, or do you want to push again and take that, if you push again, you can probably push even one more time. They'll maybe empty trunk. I guess you should push again.
Yeah,
no, he prefers like this. Okay, reasonable. And black continues to really, really attack really hard. Old Murakawa is coming out here. Wait, cuts over? Okay, black should cut this, I think. Black did not cut this.
Oh my god, this game got really complicated.
This game is extremely complicated.
The board has been shook.
Very, very shook.
Absolutely.
Yes. What?
Sure.
What the hell, Daisuke? Why are you doing this? But wasn't the whole point of playing here that you force the other guy to respond to your Atari? And then you're gonna come here. Now you do this one, and White gets to connect, and White doesn't even do it. White is gonna turn here? White didn't turn there either? Unbelievable. White makes table shape, connecting out over there. White has harvested these stones. So White is so brazen about this attack. He's like, nah, this attack is so bad right now. I can even kill you and not even bother.
It's still...
Aren't you gonna die?
I certainly would.
Ichiriki, hello? Anyone home?
He's got a
What's
plan.
going on?
Push.
His plan is push, jump.
I guess
okay,
black
but
cut on the left.
Black, no, but isn't this gonna die? Okay, well, he's trying to say he's going to make an eye in this area. His one extra eye in that area somehow. How is he gonna do it?
Oh, I guess if you bamboo, you're threatening an eye. You can't surround, so you play J8 first, and then you have to... Oh?
Wait. Oh, black didn't even play... Oh, black played this one first. So asking White to bamboo and then play here?
Yeah, makes sense.
White didn't bamboo. White chose instead this way.
Okay.
No, the point... This one is sensible, though. Here, if you bamboo, then it goes like this. This is like here... because still white can make
true.
A sent A anytime.
Yeah.
But now white also gets the chance to play B. So this solid connect is just better for I space, for I shape. I mean, what? Hello?
We're playing Go.
So now you take this for sure, and he has to do this, and he's telling you that even though you push through here, he still wants his stone to be at A. That's what Daisuke just said. Well, what the hell? What? Why do you want your stone at A?
Yeah.
Even though white does this. Like, he knew this was happening, and he still wanted his stone at A, because what? He's gonna play here, and he's gonna try to claim that this is still gonna get cut. So if you go like this, still I kill you. And if you go like this, I'm gonna kill you. That's what he's saying.
We have to play H10, surely.
H10. Yeah. And now Ichiriki is saying this kind of thing, and you're not gonna kill me. But he didn't do that.
We pushed.
So he pushed first.
No, Bruh. What do we do?
What is he doing? What is going on?
How can you do anything else?
Oh, he's gonna go here.
Connect
I see. So the point is this. I kill you there.
Is that even big enough at this point?
No, this is actually. I guess this is just working for white. Is this the way that the game ends? I mean, this happens. Sure. Then white can save. White probably chooses to make some exchange like this first. What does he do? He chooses this way first. So this way he doesn't make a bad exchange. He's asking back, do you want to die with these, or do you want to kill this? It's a huge trade, right? But okay, black chooses to die on the top side and kill the bottom side.
Is that a fair trade? I don't know, man. What the heck?
So, I mean, what the heck? What the heck? Here, you attach this one. So the point is, white always has this A whenever he wants.
Yeah.
And you need to find some way to surround, right? If you played some casual move like this, okay, we can make that exchange whenever we want. We don't need to make it, but let's make it for clarity, for clarity's sake. What exactly is the resource that white has here? I guess it's going to be this one. And then if you continue to cut, then I play here. If you play this way, I play that way. Okay, something is going wrong. This is too complicated for me, honestly. There's no way I can figure out what the heck the reading is for all the other moves, why they shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Every single other move apparently is not as effective as this terrible get yourself wrecked move. What is that?
And like the confidence from white to capture the black stones on the right side and just say, hey, I'm gonna live. Or if I'm not gonna live, I'm gonna capture the fucking top. Like, just
over here.
Yeah, N9. Like,
yeah, why wouldn't you just do this? There's no way. Is black is really gonna do this? I guess this is actually gonna kill that white group, like immediately, right? So what? When black did this one in response to white's attachment, that was threatening to kill already. White made this exchange. Wait, white did this one and black didn't kill though.
No, black pushed on the outside, which was a little confusing, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So why wouldn't black kill here? Of course he has, he has power to try to force white to make that move and then kill. And he's trying to say, I guess, that A for B would end up being a good exchange there. But to me, that's a little hard to believe. I think as white, I would be like, yeah, you get to play B. You played this A, you scrub. I mean, what the heck is A doing? I don't think that their fighting was 100% accurate here, to be honest. It's just too hard to be 100% accurate in this kind of place. To always have a very sharp meaning to all of your moves. Of course, they have very sharp reading, yeah? But the meaning, maybe not.
Reading is actually got to.
Yeah, reading is insane. Nah, like, there's no way.
Yeah, wow, that's a surprisingly exciting game. I did not expect that from the opening. Opening was really good too. Whole game was good.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Oh. What a deserved win. There's
Imagine. Yeah.
Oh, there's still a few more moves. I'm assuming he just resigned after a few more. Like.
No, there's still a few more moves that we can look at after this. I don't know if it's gonna be. So Ichiriki wins this game by resignation. I don't know if it's gonna be resignation right away. Psycho says, imagine Ichiriki planned all this with the corner sacrifice. I shall sacrifice the corner so I can die at the bottom and kill the top. That's not how it works at all. No. Even up until, like, even at this point, probably, Ichiriki probably still didn't know for sure that he was going to be making this trade. He probably just thought it was, like, I don't know, he was going to be able to make his second eye in this area, right? So, like, way back here, when he makes this corner sacrifice, like, at all times, it's just because he thinks this is the most efficient shape. This is the most efficient shape. This is the most efficient shape. He keeps going along the most efficient path in order to not, like, lose slowly. And as a result, he finds himself in massive complications where he, to be honest, has very clearly screwed up. There's no way, as white, in this position, you should allow what Ichiriki did. I guarantee that he was mad at himself after the game, regardless of whether he won or not. Like, this is terrible conversion. Textbook fox play.
Yeah,
it takes guts to sacrifice the corner like that. It's not really guts. It's just trading. Like, up until this point, he knew that he was going to trade like this. It's not really guts when you know that this results. Like, he's just evaluating, right? And you can evaluate too. You can say, okay, black has some potential in the corner. White has this potential before. It was the other way around. Looks like it's about an even trade. Okay, fine. White got something. It's just trading, right? He's just evaluating. It's not really guts to make trades. Like, lots of people think, oh, I get this new thing. I give up my old thing. It takes guts to evaluate like that. If you are good at evaluating, and Ichiriki is clearly good at evaluating, then it's not really gutsy to make a trade as much as just like, okay, this is just the way things are supposed to go now. Like, saying no is a natural part of go, right? It's not actually something that is very, very crazy. But the fight on the bottom side here was very, very crazy. This part is the part where everything is just completely
flipped upside down. Just unclear on who's gonna win. I love it.
Bottom left was a disaster, says Prince Lena. I agree solely based off of this capture. I think if you didn't make A for B, it's not a disaster. And then after A for B, it's a disaster. I don't know. I must be wrong, but I don't know why. Okay, this happened, and like this. Okay. And black tried to live? What the hell is this move? Oh, he's not trying to live. He's trying to bother white's life in order to get maximum endgame. So if white has to worry about making two eyes here, then it can be problems. So Ichiriki plays this B19 move to be like, no, I'm going to make two eyes by capturing your stone in the corner. That way I don't lose endgame from this crazy stuff. And, what? So this move makes sense. Oops, excuse me. This move makes sense. He's trying to carve out his eye space very forcefully and not give black the endgame even of the Atari. Black plays this move first. and then plays here.
Time
So
Suji.
if black had played this one, surely white is going to save, right? I mean, if you don't save, then you didn't get to kill that huge dragon, and this happens. I don't see exactly how this is working for white. Oh, it's gonna be one eye versus no eye. That's all. It's very simple. So you can do this one if you like, and already white has one eye at A, and then black has no eyes, and there's a lot of shared liberties. And even a lot of liberties there. So white is just going to live or kill this black group almost instantly. Okay, so that's why black just played here, and white ended up playing another move like that because if he didn't, black had some sick Tetsuji. What would that be? What is the sick Tetsuji?
I wonder if just playing the same spot, then there's not an eye
I
at
think
the
it's
top.
right. True. So you can play here. So you can play this, and then this, and then it's gonna be no eye for white on the top side. Okay. And so white needs to make his eye. He chooses to make it here, and it's gonna be one eye versus no eye, and white wins the capturing race. Okay, black captures here. If white doesn't respond, then black is going to go here. Mm-hmm. And I guess white would have to do something like this. When black just connects here, if white does that, there's a lot of endgame in Sente there, basically.
Sure.
So white plays here and kills it all off. No interesting things for you, black. Mm-hmm. He makes it Sente. He comes here. White jumping here is alive and the maximum points. You don't actually care about the 2 stones for the points. And since this one also lives, the side territory here actually had a lot more points than the 4 points over there. And so this is where black resigns.
Rip. Damn. GG's Murakawa and Ichiriki. Thank you for the game. What a good game. Enjoyable.
Very interesting game.
I did not expect a life or death brawl on the lower side.
Yeah, why did they get into that after that? I'm gonna go back to original game where there's an AI commentary and see if you were right about this our judgment here.
Okay.
Okay, it says, it says actually after white K17. This move that I missed, this is where Ichiriki had a massive lead. Yeah, this is what we were thinking. Only a 5-point lead or so.
Okay. Well, that's like kind of what you said. Yeah. You guessed 7 points. So.
Right, I said 7 points at like move 65 or so. And it says between 5 and 7.
Fucking perfect. Okay. You love to see it.
Feels good, man. And so they were just like fighting mistakes for either side, I guess. OGSAI, honestly, might not even be as good as these guys. It's like OGSAI really not so good, but yeah, the bottom left trading apparently was nothing special, and even when white captured, that was only a 2-point loss.
Even when white captured. Sure.
I thought it was going to be a much bigger loss than that, but it was clearly a loss, at least. And like this. Interesting.
Yeah, 2 points. Fuck.
So the game became very exciting again, and yeah, it was apparently close until black did this attack on the bottom, which of course isn't really supposed to work to AI, and I think Murakawa knew that. It's just very difficult to handle. So this is very good shaking the board. I bet he didn't realize that he was just close if he didn't do this kind of crazy attack. Like, what is it? Like, move around 130 or so, it starts saying, like, white by only 1, something like that.
130?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Or maybe a little close. But, yeah. Okay, then later on, white was supposed to be able to take care of this group, apparently. and he failed. He failed when he played J8, and okay, trading for the upper left black group was apparently only barely good enough to win the game. It was like an end game. OGSAI is not doing it right, but apparently white was winning by just like a point and a half or so. But at this point, it's a clear end game, I guess.
No way it's that close. He
No.
wouldn't resign if it's a 1 point at this stage. Surely not.
Yeah, surely you would just play on and hope. Is OGSAI misevaluating, or did Daisuke just miscount? Also very possible, honestly.
In this game, we learned about how to shake the board. True.
Yes.
I wonder if it's wrong.
You attach somewhere and wait for your opponent to shake the board for you. Yes. Even Ichiriki Ryo. What the heck was that? Honestly, though, that's awful.
Huh.
Oh well. The kick and Q6 play, I guess, was like almost game winning for black. This idea, I guess, if Q6 is first, it's too easy for white to give up that stone. Just with something like O2, that's going to be high value. But when you kick first, white has to do something inside to win, right? Or to use the Aji effectively.
Yeah.
So you bait your opponent into doing something extreme, and then once they're doing something extreme, then they can make bigger mistakes, and then you can come back. Yeah, kicking Q6 is a good way to shake the board. That was effective. Interesting game for sure. Way too wild for me at the end, and also apparently for Ichiriki, since AI says he was winning by 23 points and then he was not.
That's too wild for any human. I don't know. The opening though, like the opening start of the middle game, super understandable, reasonable. I mean, confusing at some points, but still.
Well, I guess black wasn't very reasonable when they did the jump.
That one space jump.
And got wrecked. Yeah. The jump itself, AI doesn't say is bad, but then if you get wrecked afterwards, then it was clearly bad. You didn't know how to handle it, right? So he should have just pushed like us nerds. Okay. Well, it was a fun review. Thanks for rescheduling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and sorry about yesterday again. That was my mistake. Are we gonna do it again next week on Saturday? Saturday morning?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
See you then. Bye-bye.
Alright, man. Telegraph. Have a good one. Later.
Bye-bye.